faith and entertainment. Thank you for being here. Today's video is a little bit different. Jelly Roll. I'm not talking about the sweet. Jelly Roll and Brandon Lake talk finding God and their song, Hard Fought Hallelujah. Brandon Lake continues to blur genre lines as he welcomes Jelly Roll to Christian music, thanks to the pair's red-hot collaboration on Lake's Hard Fought Hallelujah. In turn, country radio has even begun embracing the remix of the gut-wrenchingly raw original. The two artists, rising stars in their respective genres, recently visited the Klove studios and sat down with Carlos for a discussion around their newfound friendship and the dialogue the soulful single is already sparking. I want to share this song with somebody that had a really beautiful and hard-fought story, and the first person that came to mind was Jelly, Lake told Carlos. When his management team connected him to Jelly Roll, he quickly learned the Tennessee native already had his latest release on repeat. I'm honored that I'm honored that I was the call, Jelly Roll shared. I'm a Brandon Lake fan, what he's doing for Christian music, even outside Christian music. He's taking it further than I've seen anybody take it in a long time. Like Lake, Jelly Roll appears to be pushing boundaries on his own genre, country music. While the chart-topping singer was baptized at 14, his history with the church is complicated. The troubled teen started experimenting with drugs early in his life, selling them, and eventually landed him in prison. Throughout a tumultuous decade, he was arrested multiple times and even charged with armed robbery. While he was incarcerated in 2008, he discovered he had a daughter. That became a defining moment that made him want to turn his life around. Although he originally, began his music career in hip-hop, the former rapper eventually transitioned to country music, with his underdog story earning him a CMA award for New Artist of the Year, as well as a handful of Grammy nominations. Known for hits like Son of a Sinner and Need a Favor, Jelly Roll's renewed relationship with God has become a natural part of the songwriting, as he often wrestles with convictions in his lyrics. In a filmed conversation with Lake, he confessed, "I might wear it a little different than other people. I might say things that other Christians don't think are right to say, but ultimately, I have a heart for God, and I have a heart for Jesus." And Jelly Roll's unorthodox variety of faith that makes him such a compelling collaborator on Hard Fought Hallelujah. However, a series of phone calls revealed that both he and Lake were more in common than they might have initially perceived. We didn't want it to feel like an off-brand collab. I wanted to share my heart with him, Jelly Roll told Carlos. You can always expect me to be honest to the human I am right now. He also shared how Jelly Roll's story is to challenge his own view of what church can look like. My life was transformed when I started becoming a part of all these different songwriter communities. I've had more church in a little studio or in someone's living room than I've had on a Sunday morning. I think church can happen anywhere and look many different ways. The two men performed Hard Fought Hallelujah live together for the first time when Lake made his Grand Ole Opry debut on February 19th. Jelly Roll even admits to incorporating the track into his own concerts now, simply because he resonates so deeply with the song's message. God does something really beautiful when I just bring him my honesty, Lake shared for the sentiment behind the single he originally co-wrote with Stephen Furtick, Chris Brown, Benjamin William Hastings, and Roderick Simmons. You're trying to worship and praise more so that when you don't feel it, then when you do. A lot of time is the valley. It's not the mountaintop. Adding Jelly Roll to the recording takes what was already a surefire hit to the next level. Now there's no telling where Hard Fought Hallelujah will end up. As both Jelly Roll and Lake told Carlos, the impact has already exceeded their expectations. I love the conversation it's creating, Jelly Roll said. Millions of people like me are finding a safe place in God. Like I say, when Jelly Roll opens his mouth to sing, it blows me away because I don't see that voice on it. I don't judge a book by its cover. And it's also, he's covered with tattoos and stuff. And if you saw him and didn't know who he was, you wouldn't think Christian. You should, but you wouldn't. Or most of us wouldn't. And it's a sad thing. We need to work on that for sure. I do. All I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day. God bless you. And I'm praying for you.